He's watching us make this tier list. Don't disappoint them. Yes, Daisuke is watching us make this tier list, chat. So we gotta come through. Y'all need to hit that subscribe button. Make sure you come and watch the streams. Every viewer, every follower, every paid subscription on Twitch helps us throw more tournaments. So do your part, like and subscribe. On to the video. Let's see. I'm gonna put Ram top 1 just off the strength. Just off the strength that I only beat 1. I played for damn near 15 hours, more like 10 to 12 hours actually, and then a few hours after that the server went down. I was only able to beat Run Ram in all that time. All the other Rams, like, I just lost to. I'm 100% going to put Potemkin up there. Potemkin is so hard to keep out. Potemkin doesn't need to get in. You need to get away from Potemkin in this game. Like, I remember when I was playing Rev, Potemkin can get in, but you can kind of keep him out a little bit. You can zone him. But Strive Potemkin, you cannot zone this motherfucker. Like, he is, if you try to zone him, you're throwing the game. Also, he's got that Hammerfall move that's armored. So he can basically take damage and get in. Who else is top? May. May is really good. Her normals are just really big. May has like such good normals. Like, she's just swinging all over the place, doing dolphin spam. Like, she's literally brain dead. Like, May is completely fucking brain dead, and it works. Axel also kind of brain dead. Because the stage is so small, Axel can literally just run. Axel can just sit on one side of the screen and just throw normals out the whole game. And it's on you to get in. It's really difficult to get in on Axel, but once you are in, he does get wrecked. Definitely Zato. Definitely top. I actually think Zato's better than Axel. And I low-key think Zato's better than May. I think Ram, May, and Axel are really good for beginner players. Potemkin, you can't just like mash with Potemkin and be good with him. I think Zato has the potential to be top 1. Zato have an infinite. Yeah, Zato has an infinite block strength. When the game comes out and people actually like learn shit, I think it's going to be more like this, maybe this. Yeah, maybe. I think it might be more like this. But right now for the beta, it's more like this. But I do believe Zato can be top 1. I 100% believe that Zato can be top 1. 100%. Did you see the new Korean forward dash and Strive? Yes, I did see it. Listen, don't mention the Koryo. Listen, we got Daigo right here. I mean, we got Daisuke right here, bro. Don't mention the Korean forward dash around Daisuke. He's watching us, bro. Let me see. A tier, I'm definitely willing to put Leo top of A tier. Leo is really, really good, but he can be dealt with. Nago also top of A tier. Geo top of A tier. I'm definitely putting Milia here as well. I feel like Soul and Kai are solid mid-tier. I feel like Chip and False are bottom. And don't know. Angie and don't know. How's Giovanna play Shield School? Giovanna's pretty good, actually. Alright, I'm gonna explain my reasoning here. Let me move things around. Actually, I think Nago's better than Leo, and I think Milia is better than Geo. But I don't think Milia is better than Leo. And I think Soul is better than Kai. So yeah, Ram, very easy to play. God tier mix-ups. She controls neutral all the time. The corner projectile thing is really strong, where it hits twice. She makes, like, anybody can play Ram and just win all the time. I think instant block does affect frame data, because I did lab it, and Ram's far slash does become punishable if you instant block it. Leo might eventually go up to top 5. Leo's going to be up here. Axel might be down here. Kai and Soul might go up here. I think Milia might go up here. I think Zato. I think May probably might go down here. I think Chip probably might go up here. We don't know where Angie's going to be. Geo is pretty good. I think Nago is still top of A tier. He's very solid. We don't know about Chip. I think Chip might evolve. Pretty sure Chip will go either up to here or even up to here. Zato is pretty good in this game. He's better than he was in Rev 2. Even if the moves and the gameplay is slower, his frame traps, the fact that the slower pace make his frame traps even more real. His frame traps are even more real, and if you do it right, he can literally loop you into like an infinite block string. You know what I mean? Or a semi-infinite block string, because there are gaps. The reason why I put Nago in A tier instead of S tier, because see, if you notice that S tier are all people with basically half screen or full screen normals. Like, I think that's really strong in a game where the battle size is like this big. Nago's not there because he's punishable on a lot of stuff, but you don't like his movement. Well, Nago has no movement. He moves through specials. Nago is like Potemkin with a sword. That's the best way to put it. If you play Nago the way you play Potemkin, except his blood meter, you have to manage a blood meter. I think Leo is only A tier because he hasn't been developed because so many people are playing Ram, and Mr. Daisuke is unhappy about that. We're going to talk about Chip because I don't believe Chip is down here. I believe Chip is up here, but I'm talking about from the beta. I think Milia will be higher up in A tier if she gets more development. Milia has a lot of mix options, but a lot of her airborne stuff can be knocked out with a 6P or a 5P or a 2P. So check it out, like Milia, for example. Milia is really good. She has great movement, but her turbo fall is punishable. Her pass-through move, where she passes behind you, is also punishable. So if you read those things, you can get full combo punishes. So with that being said, that's the only issue with Milia. But I do believe that a Milia with good movements and good mix-up potential could avoid that one problem. Geo. The reason why I put Geo here is I played against some level 10 Geos, some floor 10 Geos, like EU, level 10 Geos. Geo is all footsies. Geo doesn't have full screen normals, so she suffers. She has to get in. See, this is what I was saying. The meta of Strive is full screen or half screen normals and specials. Geo doesn't have that. Nothing she has is armored. Her DP is not invincible. Her moves are not armored. She does have good plus frames once she's in. But the goal of Geo is to get in. Geo can be zoned. Geo has to commit to something unsafe to get in. You know, or they have to walk in or jump in, or they got to basically throw themselves at the opponent to get in. That's the only bad thing. But there are some really good Geo players out there, but Geo definitely does suffer against people with longer range. Isn't the arrow kick thing pretty safe? I was able to punish it a few times by instant blocking it. If you instant block the arrow thing, it does become punishable, or if she does it too close. If she does it too close, then it's punishable. Actually, now that I think about it, I think Geo might be down here, actually. Now, Soul is good in solid mid-tier. He has long normals, but not... He has big normals, but not as big as these guys. He's got a really good fireball, which is Gunflame, which beats other projectiles. He's got a really good fucking 6P that sends your ass fucking flying. He's got invincible DP. He's got everything. Kai has better range than Leo. Kai has almost as much range as Naga. You cannot mash on Kai and Soul. They will fucking destroy you for that shit. The best way to put them is like solid fucking mid-tier, bro. What exactly does Shaste do? More chip damage on block from all of his electricity shit. So if I have you in the corner and I do food arc and then you get shock state, and then I frame trap you and then do food arc again, it does more chip damage. And then if I do 6 heavy, it's a fireball, that's more chip damage. They do kind of everything that everyone can do pretty well. You know why Chip is down here? Because everybody's trying to play him like Rev 2 Chip, where they just spam Gamma Blade, Beta Blade, Alpha Blade, Teleport. They just want to spam a bunch of shit, press a whole bunch of buttons. Like, that's all people are doing with Chip. And because he doesn't have a teleport, you actually have to play fucking new. You can hit Gamma Blade now, and it does damage to Chip. Of course, there are high-level Chip players out there who, like, Chip is super dangerous in the hands of a really good player. But at the same time, a lot of casual people play Chip for the gimmicks. That's the difference. So now you actually need to be good with Chip. So once Chip has been fleshed out, I expect Chip to be up here or even somewhere up here. Alright, can we talk about False now, chat? False is low tier because his items are ass. His 6P does not anti-air anymore. I was watching Hook Gang God's stream, and False 6P was not anti-airing. False without Gatlings is kind of bad. False is at least A tier. Well, his 6P doesn't anti-air. That's number one. I've been hitting people out of 6P. False has no mix in the corner. He can't do Gatlings to keep you schmixed in the corner. He can only do, 2K. And then he has to, like, commit to something. His items aren't as strong this time around. You've never been hit by mini false? Yeah. 6P, mix, RC, BNB. Yeah, exactly. There's no thing. There's none of that with false anymore. Like, false has to play. False does. Now, I will say this. False should be top tier technically because he has full screen normals like these guys. But false, his whole game plan is the items, and his items are just not good. You know what I mean? His items are not good. Like, I have never been hit by any false item in this game. Like, when I play against Rev 2, I'm getting mixed by false. Like, left and right. When I play Strive, false is not mixing shit. False ain't mixing a goddamn thing. So there's my tier list, guys. I think, and now this is my potential tier list. When I think the game comes out, I think the potential tier list will probably be something like this. So anyway, that's the tier list, chat. That's, if you guys want to watch it, make sure, if you guys want to go back and see the edited version of this, I'll be uploading stuff to YouTube, so make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube, and remember, we're going to do large tournaments for Strive when it drops, so join the Discord server if you haven't already. Should we check again, chat?